What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So, I'm an excited Donnie B all day because it is a Rambo dbad type of day. So, as you guys know, I'm doing a complete Rambo series. If you're new to the channel, I'm doing a complete Rambo series where I take old classic Rambo knives and redesign them into, not because I don't like this knife, because everyone except the Heartbreaker I love the design of. It's just, what would I have done if I were the one making the Rambo knives? And I'll take, for example, the Mission 1, the first Rambo, right? Green handle, green wrapped handle. But there, the original Lyle, and believe me, this isn't because I don't like Lyle's design, this is what I would have done. No, this is just how I would have done it. I think Lyle made some of the most beautiful knives on the planet, and I think the first Rambo knife ever, the one that this one is in paying homage to, is probably the knife that literally got knife loving started for me. It was my first knife love, right? So you can see, this is my Rambo, full tang all the way through with a steel hammer end, and it's all one piece too. This is all one piece. The guard is welded on. This one has paracord instead of string, which doesn't mean you can't get string. But that's what I'm doing here. So that was my Mission 1, right? And I have all of the Rambos done so far, except the 8-inch movie one of the last movie. That is my last one that we have to do. The design is already done. I just have to get it up. But now comes the homage paying to this one. So this design, obviously this is not Lyle's design. This is a copy, but it's an exact copy as far as parameters, right? So this is what you're looking at when you're holding Lyle's knife. And you would be holding it and saying, oh my God, this is the sweetest knife I've ever owned. And you wouldn't be wrong to say that. It's amazing. This is not a knock of Lyle in any way, saying, oh, I'm redoing his knives because he just didn't do a good enough job. No, I'm just saying how I would have done the same stuff, right? So, amazing. Hollow handle. It's got the guard with the screwdrivers on it. Who cares about that? But then you have the wire cutting teeth. A lot of people don't even know that they're made for cutting wire, and nobody would ever use it for cutting wire. Doesn't really matter. You have the saw teeth that you can cut with. It's not a great saw, so you're better off with just a pocket saw or to baton and chop with a knife. So for me, I'm looking at all that stuff and I'm saying, well, then what would I have done different? How would I have done this knife different? And, well, I did it different. So we're going to start right here. We're going to start, I'm flipping them all around. I got them all backwards. We're going to start with the end caps first. This is a hammer end, a solid piece of steel with dog hair. Thanks, dogs. This is a screw end cap. They are both black thread. Now you're going to get into the guard. The guard on Lyle's version, 2 holes for lashing and line tying, which are good, but not really needed. Not really needed. The screwdrivers, not really needed. And it's pressure fit. It's not welded on. So it can loosen, it can undo and have bad stuff. And it's black. This one is polished. It's polished and it's beautiful and it's welded on and it's great. You'll notice that the handle size is not too small. This is made for a real hand to fit, right? So then we get into the ricasso. And the ricasso on the Rambo original was just a square piece. And the reason is it comes right there. It cuts in and then there's a thinner area right here that goes to about here that's screwed on. It's only a little tiny tang. The real ones, the Lyle ones, are made super freaking strong. You're not going to break it. This one you can break. But this has an actual ricasso, so you can do things like bending with it. And when I say bending, what you do is you can take a piece of like steel rod, and you can put it in there, and then you can twist, boop, and you can actually bend a piece of rod with a ricasso. It's good. This is not a finger choil type ricasso. You're not putting your finger in there in any way. I don't even think it would fit that way. No, it wouldn't even fit that way. It's just literally weight reduction and styling because it's true full tang. Now we get into the teeth, where these teeth I think are the most attractive teeth ever put on a knife. They're not the most, you know, they don't have too much of an actual purpose. So I kept teeth in this one just to give it the fact that it has some kind of grooves, right? It's still Rambo, but it's more flattened, so you can use it for batoning without worrying about your baton. You can also use it for lashing, to throw thread, come around and go around your stick so you can make a spear with it. You can still use it for making a groove, even though the edge is better for that kind of thing. So it still has a purpose, and you can still bend wire with it, right? So that's that. Now we're going to get into the actual stuff going on with the blade. Mine is a bit longer. I believe this is a 9-inch blade. This is a 10-inch blade. Mine is wider. I can't remember what this one is. I think it's 2 inches, and mine is 2 1/4 wide. You both have black centers. This polished bevel, or well, it's not polished, but brushed bevel right here, is a large brush bevel, giving you very little of the black coloring in there, where this one is a brushed edge, giving you more black. And this is a painted black, even on Lyle's, or a powder coated black, where this is natural, right? So you have the natural steel black. Now, what I really wanted to change was this area here, where they come down, and there's an actual, you can see right there, you can see how that's where your grind is. And it's a really nice grind. It comes through, but I wanted a better grind. I wanted something that's more, because this is hunting / combat / hunting. So I wanted it to be more useful in those areas. So I gave it a bigger swedge. What that's going to do, it's going to A, help with penetration, and B, it's just going to look really cool. But it does, it helps with weight, helps with penetration, and you can see the difference in the tips, what that swedge does, how it makes that tip really, really thin, boop, where this tip is a bit fatter. So you're going to have more meat at the end of this blade. And again, the Lyle blade is going to absolutely kick the tail out of pretty much anything you're working with, so that doesn't matter. But here you go, a side by side between that design and this design. I mean, I love this. I love this design with every beat of my freaking heart. But I wanted something just a bit beefier, just a bit manlier, right? This is just a nasty, big, tough blade. We're talking about full tang, 5-inch true full tang grip. I designed it. I have to look at my own specs. 5160 steel, 1/4 inch thick, 2.5 inches wide, 10-inch long blade, 15 obviously inches overall. It's got steel pins with rosewood grip underneath the thread. So if you were somebody who hated thread, who hated string, you can take it off and you still have a rosewood grip under there. But it's really nice. So, and the sheath, I give Lim Suba, he's the owner over at Nepal, I give him all kinds of artistic freedom. He knocks it out of the park every time. This sheath is so nice. It's thick. It smells amazing. It's got a removable frog, so this literally unsnap and you can take off the frog. So that way you can use this as a tuck-in however you want, so you don't need to keep it as a belt knife. It has the tie down up here and the clasp around here, and it's just really, really well done. As always, I have nothing to complain about when it comes to those sheaths. So now it comes down to, how does it bang? Let's go bang it. Well, you know what I mean. All right, so first things first, how does it look in the sun? I got some oil on there, so you'll see it a bit shinier than it normally would be, but I mean, that's beastly, man. This is like as Rambo gets right here. Strong, baby. It is freaking amazing. Just holding it in the hand, it feels really, really good and stabby. It feels like a working knife. The edge is going to be a big, round, robust edge. This is a protected edge. I didn't want to go with those with the ultra thin, really paper cutting sharp edge. Even though this is pretty sharp, I don't know how sharp, but I didn't go with, oh, look at that. I didn't think it was going to take off hair. I wanted the convex edge because this is the bigger one. This is big. It's made to hit, and that's the main thing, is I wanted to hit with this knife. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go, we'll do a couple tests, but then we're going to just start pounding on it. All right, so let's get a couple of 4-foot drop tests. It's just 4 feet from the tip to the stump. We're gonna check balance and bite from a drop. The bite is really good. The wood is really soft, though, I will say that. But I mean, it's hitting with a thud right there. Do a couple hard downward throws. My stump is getting smaller because, oh my gosh, because it's eating away. Golly, that thing is in there. So I was gonna say, if I miss, I miss, but I didn't miss. Oh, that is solid, man. Okay, did you hear the thud it hit? Big, sharp, powerful knife hits with a thud. That's not to check for any damage. If you had a super weak tip, it would affect that. You know, I could see that happening, but mainly it's for balance and bite, right? Let's see. Now, it's a convex edge, so I don't know if we're going to get any really good sharp cutting 1/2-inch nylon rope. And, well, I guess those boys know how to sharpen a convex edge. They know how to sharpen a convex edge. This should be no problem. This is a extension cord with all the little wires and everything in it, and of course it just popped right through. No issues there. We got the big tire right here. No issues there. I mean, just screaming straight through. I mean, man, it is what it is. So we might have to go to another section to get all the wood and everything and to do other tests, because I got leaves everywhere over here. All right, before we do that, let's see if we can't shave some of this down. It's very uneven, so we got to get it even first. And there we go. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go with a side grip. And we're just going to see the edge geometry on curls. Oh my gosh. There we go. Look at how tight that curl is. That's a wound up curl. That is so tightly wound. That's really good for fire making. Look at that. That is super tight. Those are curly cues right there. All right, so automatically my woods knife, right? And this is, remember, it's man, these are so tight and they're so light. They're just flaking right off. This knife is going to be a really good, like, wilderness knife, camp knife, hunting knife, thing like that. But also an amazing personal protector. Look at these curls. That's insane. An amazing personal protection piece as well. You got to make a spear, tent spikes, pit spikes, arrows, anything to that nature. Some kind of food holder. You want a knife that can make a stick into a pointed weapon, right? Or something to hang a coat on at the camp. This knife's going to get you there, man. Trying to be careful and not chop off the end because it's got so much heft. It's got heft. Look at this, man. It's just, even when I'm carving big, it's carving curls. That's kind of crazy. Look at, you see what I mean? I was going deep on the carve, and it made this really nice curl. Now, this isn't going to be an absolute carving knife, but the fact that it's still going to get you there is all you really need. This will definitely get you there. It's just funny. I'm watching as I'm shaving this thing. I'm watching the little curls. The edge profile is literally made to take curls. That's just sweet. They did a really good job on that. And here we go. So now I take my big fat round stick and I give it a point. And that's really what it's good for. I mean, what that purpose is good for. So if I need to be able to make a spear to hunt with or something like that, no problem. No problem at all. We need to start smashing this into stuff, though. That's what we need to do. Hold on, let me find something. All right, we're going to start with a little wood chop here. All right. They chopped a little wood. Chopped a little wood. Not the best wood, I'm not gonna lie. This wood is kind of crappy, but right now it's about getting the edge in line with exactly what I'm aiming for and hitting it, and that's a good thing. That there is a good thing. Bam. That's sweet. That is sweet. Man, making sure none of the threads are moving or anything like that. Everything looks good. Oh, gosh, that's nice. That is nice. Ugh. Yeah. Hefty, hefty, hefty. All right, let's go hit some more. Let's go hit some more. We need to hit something harder though. We need to hit something harder. Let's take it over here first. Let's take it over here first. Now, this thing is going to be your beast knife. This isn't your fine cutting tool. We'll see if it can at least cut. Well, the soccer ball says so. The soccer ball says it can cut. Let's see. Anything going on? Nope. The edge is absolutely perfect. It should be. It's a big, fat, strong edge. So let's see here. Let's see here. Man, that went straight through. Now it's big and hefty, so it might be hitting a little harder than on some, but I know the Mora I did couldn't really do that. It had trouble cutting that kind of netting, which is kind of crazy. This thing is really, really nice in the hand, man. This thing is just, it's fun to hold. It's one of those kind of knives. So far, I'm digging it, but we still have to smash things. We still have to smash things. We have to get mad at it. So, let's see, I have all these logs. Oh, you know what? We're going to go to the big one over here. We're going to go to the big one, and we're just going to start hammering into it. Now, balance. This thing is sweet. This thing is sweet. So, let's start hitting. Let's start hitting. I got to actually put you guys into frame here. All right. Here we go. Now this is what it's made for. Remember, when you buy an axe, you're getting a convex edge for a reason, because it's made to hit. This thing is just made to hit. This thing is going to be a great, it's like personal protection knife. Man, I mean, there isn't a Bigfoot you couldn't fight with this thing. You hear the sound of that log? It's making a really cool sound to me. I don't know if it's resonating, but it's just like pieces are flying off. Hit me in the face. It's an old weathered log, and you can see the color difference right here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you see all this brown looking log, and then right here is that beautiful peach color fresh wood, and we're just eating right through it. It's literally raining on me. Look at that color. That's nice compared to this dull outside color, but yeah, I'm liking it so far. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm just literally walking around looking for things to cut. Well, I was in the middle of telling you guys something, and right in the middle of telling you, my storage filled up. I had to go and delete a bunch of stuff. So let's finish that 1-inch forest tree. Man, I'm literally just walking around saying, ooh, that looks like I could cut it. Ooh, that looks like I could cut it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting. And it's cutting with me, man. This thing is sweet. All right, let's see. We got a nice hard log here from the tree. Oh, yeah, let's get solid. Just a banger. Just a banger. Now, I was telling you about notching. Let's see. Let's see. And that's exactly what it's doing there. Just creating a nice little notch. And so if you're going to be tying things, now normally with a notch, you can use your edge and just do that kind of thing and create a notch. But if you are trying to save your edge, if you're in the woods and you have no means of sharpening a blade, and you need to preserve your edge as best you can, but you need a notch. I'm gonna go left side. You can hear it. I'm gonna go right side. I'm gonna straighten that thing out. And I know it's working because A, I can hear it, and B, I'm getting all dirty. But look at that notch. Let's probably turn you guys around so I can actually see it. You see that? That there's pretty good. That there's pretty good. That's a nice notch. That's a good square notch. So it will definitely do that. I hit the bark and then it rolled up. See, I was trying to no spin. Maybe actually let's throw it. Let's see. It hit and then landed on the little plateau. Look at the cut it made inside that tree from the tip hitting. That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna have to throw this thing a little bit more because it just has that feel, like that throw me feel. All right, let's go and hit some more pieces of good wood. All right, I got myself a baton. I don't know how long it's gonna last. It's not a very good one, and I got some good wood. Some good wood over here. You hear that's solid. That's a solid piece of wood. Ew. My stump is rolling on me. That's a nice sound right there. Woo! That's pretty. That is pretty. There's no folding, no denting, no nothing. Straight through the knots. Straight through them. Look at those knots, man. That's pretty sweet. Knots are hard. Knots are hard. You want to damage a blade real quick? Find yourself a nice knotty piece. Not naughty piece. It's a naughty girl. Man, that is so loud it's ringing through my ears. Man. That is sweet. That is sweet. Okay, so this is a batoner, man. Batoner. Golly. Because of that really robust edge there, it's splitting the wood really nice as it goes through, just like it would with an axe. And it's just hitting so well. So well. Man, I am so happy with this knife. Man, can it get the long ones? Yep, no problem. This thing is awesome. So remember, this is a knife that you're gonna have with you for those troublesome moments when you get attacked by a cougar or something bad is coming upon you and you need to live. That's what this knife is. But it's also get out there and start hammering on stuff knife. This isn't your slice little slices in your paper knife. No. That's not what this is. This is a hard use hammer of a knife. It's a hitter. And a hitter, it definitely is. This thing is awesome, but I still need a good throw. So I walked over here to set up my target, and when I got up to my spot, I just threw the knife at the tree, just like to get my camera ready, and it stuck, of course. So it better stick the second time. Oh, and it hit the knot. Oh, that was all tip though. That was all tip on a knot. No bending. Of course, the first throw sticks. Oh, and now I'm out of trouble. The first throw stuck. But I'm ramming this thing into the side of a tree. All right, let's see. There we go. Oh gosh, it's in there. All right. Maybe one more. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I noticed when I threw it the first, that one, not the first time, the first one actually stuck, but when I hit that first one, I had a little bit of loosening in my thread right here, but literally I'm just going to glue that piece down. So that's it. So I have a little piece of loose thread, but it's tied in, and you can see that I think they glued it right there.
So this is just a little end. But that's all I'm going to do is glue that little end right in there. And that's the only thing that happened, and that's from the handle hitting a tree. Threads hitting a tree. Man. Look at this edge, though. Look at this edge. Check that out. That's in real time hitting it. You can clearly see nothing's been done to it. Nothing's hiding. Nice straight tip. Hitting a tree. Man, this thing is going to be a battle. A battler of a blade, man. This is awesome. And once I got my position, you know what I did is I threw it with my left foot forward like I normally throw, and it got in. And then I set up my camera, and when I went to throw, I was throwing with my right foot forward, right? And it actually makes a difference because of where the shoulder is. Made a huge difference. As soon as I put my left foot forward, it hit twice in a row. So it's stupid little things like that when you're throwing knives to teach yourself. Look. Golly. This thing is so freaking nice. All right, so here it is. We have just one more Rambo series knife to complete. It's the M8 version. While the next knife coming out for production is going to be the dbad Arkansas toothpick, which a lot of people have been waiting for, requesting, and wanting. Wait until you see this toothpick. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Then I think after that, we should just finish up the Rambo series. Get the, look, it's so nice. I'm just touching it. And get the M8 version done. And then once that's done, the entire Rambo series will be complete. And that way, because there's people out there buying each one, you can have the entire dbad Rambo series to go with your entire other Rambo series, the movie replica knives. And I know that's my thing too, is I want all mine to go with the replica knives side by side, so it just looks cool. But this is definitely awesome. I've got little tree pieces everywhere, but welded on here. I mean, you're not getting any movement. Full tang here. You're not getting any breaking. Just a thick, burly piece of steel right here. This is just so nice. I have to say, whoever designed it, great job. And whoever made it over there at KHHI, the Kukri House, TheKhukuri house.com. Man, I'm going to put the link below for the Kukri House, for the dbad designs. You can get all those there. And then once this is on the website, I will let you guys know, because what's going to happen is I'm going to upload this video right now showing the knife, showing what it can do, what it's about, how it looks. And then I send my write-up and all the information over to the owner over there, to Lim, and they'll put it on the website. And it usually takes a week or two to get on the website, but they will be ready for order on the site. If you happen to want one early, if you say, oh my God, I can't wait for this to get on the site, I really want the Mission 2, then what you do is you contact the Kukri House, you just write them KHHI, and you say, I really want the dbad Mission 2. They'll give you a price, they'll get you set up. That's early buying. Or you can just wait for it to show up on the website. It'll be there soon. So damn cool. All right. That's it for this one. Ooh, golly, this is perfectly balanced. Awesome freaking knife. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day.